United States has been a major pioneer in the aviation field, setting the standard for next-generation stealth fighter jets. With numerous secret projects to create the next best fighter jet, one secret aircraft has caught the world's attention. The privately developed Scorpion-armed reconnaissance jet from Textron Aviation. This jet is the only tactical aircraft of its type. At a quarter of the price of the infamous F-16, this next-generation multirole fighter jet is ready to set the standard for future jets. What technological advancements make this jet better than its predecessors? How would this fighter jet change the narrative for future fighter jets? Join us as we explore the U.S. secret aircraft that made the world go wild after its release. In October 2011, Airland Enterprises LLC proposed an idea to Textron to make the world's most affordable tactical jet aircraft. By buying the idea, companies joined forces to create Textron Airland and began working on the most affordable tactical jet project in January 2012. Textron and its subsidiaries did not have much experience in designing combat aircraft, but they saw a market for an affordable jet at a time when military aircraft were getting more expensive and defense budgets were shrinking. They named the aircraft Scorpion, and the initial plan was to have a single engine. In the early 2012, engineers looked at over 12 design options, narrowed it down to 4, and eventually chose a tandem-seat twin-engine design. They kept the project a secret, calling it SCV-12-1 or the Project. At its highest, the production team had 200 people, which later decreased to 160, including 120 engineers. They started making the outer shape in May 2012, and wing production began in August 2012. Interestingly, wind tunnel tests were done after they started making wing parts. The Department of Defense normally provides detailed requirements in a traditional aircraft development program. Instead, Textron Airland analyzed what domestic and foreign forces needed but needed to have. The team that designed the Scorpion included people from Textron, Cessna, and Bell Helicopter. They all worked together in one place, which made it easy to make quick decisions. To keep their work a secret and not let other companies know, they used agreements to keep information private, got parts from local suppliers, and took advantage of the close-knit community in Wichita, Kansas. They also used technology from Cessna's existing stock and other available parts. The Scorpion was revealed on September 16, 2013. Even though they expected the whole process to take 4 to 5 years, they managed to have the first flight within 24 months. The project's motto was, "Speed is paramount." They wanted to quickly create, fly, and sell the plane to avoid missing opportunities. If they find a buyer, they could start making the Scorpion in 2015, and it would be delivered 15 to 18 months after an order is placed. The plan is to get a contract first, then start with a small production and later increase it. Textron Airland thinks there might be a market for up to 2,000 Scorpion jets. The Scorpion has 2 seats and 2 engines, and it's made from lightweight materials. It's designed for tasks like light attack and intelligence missions. They tried to keep the costs low by using technology and parts already used in other planes, like Cessna's business jets. The Scorpion is not just for attacking, but also for intelligence and surveillance missions like watching and gathering information. They want it to do jobs that are different for this type of plane, like what US fighters did in Iraq and Afghanistan. They made the Scorpion affordable, costing about $3,000 per flying hour. They expect one plane to cost less than $20 million. Even though it has 2 seats, only one pilot can fly it. The cockpit, where the pilot sits, will have modern displays, but they decided to use something other than a fancy system called fly-by-wire to keep things simple and cost-effective. The engines that make it go are Honeywell TFE 731 turbofans. They designed it to fly for about 5 hours and stay close to its base while doing surveillance. Common composites helped make some parts of the Scorpion, like the wings and the panels. The plane's main body is lightweight, and is expected to last 20,000 hours. The Scorpion can carry up to 3,000 pounds of weapons or equipment inside, and it also has places on the wings to attach more things if needed. The design allows for different wings to be used, depending on what the plane needs to do. In August 2014, the Scorpion took part in a scenario involving a simulated chemical spill. A Textron test pilot flew the Scorpion, circling the area for a few hours and sending video to the U.S. Air National Guard. The goal was to show the plane's intelligence and surveillance abilities for Air National Guard missions and as a promotional activity. The Scorpion completed the mission, providing high-quality video and communication with other aircraft and ground stations. The Scorpion is designed for tasks typically done by the U.S. Air National Guard, like disaster support, air patrols, and low-threat battlefield missions. The manufacturer claims it's cost-effective, operating at around $3,000 per hour. Usually, tasks like light attack and reconnaissance are done by less expensive turboprop planes and UAVs. There's an idea that the U.S. military could adopt the Scorpion, especially since high-cost planes like the Lockheed Martin F-35 are used for high-threat missions. The Scorpion could be a low-cost option for low-threat missions, potentially reopening the market for tactical aircraft. Around 60 nations may need tactical aircraft, but need more high-end ones. Countries using turboprop planes might see the Scorpion as a more affordable replacement, and those with F-16s might find it suitable for some of their needs. The main targets for the Scorpion are the U.S. Air National Guard and foreign nations that can't afford the F-35 but want a plane for ISR and light attack missions better than turboprop planes. Buying and maintaining the Scorpion would be cheaper than upgrading A-10s or F-16s. For air patrol, the Scorpion needs radar and the ability to fly at supersonic speeds, similar to an older aircraft called the Northrop F-20 Tiger Shark. The market for light fixed-wing attack jets decreased in the 1980s as wealthier countries chose more capable planes and poorer countries went for turboprops and attack helicopters. It's still being determined if the Scorpion will be cheaper or better than turboprops or remotely piloted aircraft regarding range, endurance, low-altitude performance, and sensors. The U.S. Air Force plans to retire the A-10 Thunderbolt II, and they initially want to use F-16s and F-15Es for close air support until transitioning to the F-35A. There's a need for a cost-effective replacement plane for missions against enemies without strong air defenses. Some experts think it might be hard to convince the Air Force to buy the Scorpion because budget cuts make new programs less attractive, and missions like irregular warfare, border patrol, surveillance, relief efforts, counter-narcotics, and air defense are handled by remotely piloted aircraft. The Air National Guard is feeling pressure from the active Air Force to replace their old, expensive F-16s and A-10s. There's a push for using unmanned aircraft, but Air National Guard leaders worry that relying solely on drones would leave them unprepared for domestic emergencies like natural disasters and security crises. Some state governments are also concerned about drones due to potential regulatory restrictions. After the first flight of the Scorpion, there were talks with a foreign customer, but the name was not disclosed. The company is positive about interest from military organizations, and they aim to sell each aircraft for under $20 million. Early discussions occurred with Malaysia, Brunei, the Philippines, Indonesia, Bahrain, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia militaries. The United Arab Emirates considered using the Scorpion for their aerobatic squadron, but they wanted someone else to buy it before committing. A deal was supposed to be finalized by 2016, but still needs to be completed. In November 2014, the Nigerian Air Force showed interest in acquiring Scorpion aircraft to combat the Boko Haram insurgency. The Scorpion would offer both surveillance and effective strike capabilities in one aircraft. Nigeria currently uses an unarmed ATR-42 for target detection, communicating with Chengdu F-7E armed aircraft lacking precision-guided weapons. Approval for Nigeria might not be guaranteed due to a previous rejection for attack helicopters. On April 27, 2015, the Scorpion performed display flights for the Colombian Air Force at the API Air Base. Colombia is seeking to replace its Cessna A-37 Dragonfly fleet with similar aircraft. U.S. Secretary of Defense Ashton Carter was expected to propose the Scorpion to the Indian Air Force during his visit in June 2015. Although designed for surveillance and light strikes, India is interested in using it as an intermediate jet trainer due to delays in the HAL HJT-36 Sitara jet trainer aircraft. On July 12, 2016, Kinetic-Q Thales and Textron Airland collaborated to bid for the UK Ministry of Defence's air support to Defence Operational Training Programme. The Scorpion, equipped with Thales and Kinetic-Q sensors, would provide training for all three armed services. The contract, anticipated to be worth up to £1.2 billion over 15 years, was expected to be awarded in September 2018. In February 2018, the Scorpion was excluded from the USAF's Light Attack Armed Reconnaissance Aircraft competition in favor of the Beechcraft AT-6 Wolverine and the Embraer A-29 Super Tucano. The Air Force considered the AT-6 and A-29 as the most promising options. On August 23, 2014, Textron Airland said that the Scorpion would be part of the U.S. Air Force's TX Trainer Program competition. They planned some small changes, like making the wings shorter and more aerodynamic and boosting the engine's power at the expense of fuel efficiency to improve maneuverability. The basic design would stay the same with twin engines and tails. This modified version could also attract orders from other countries. The Scorpion's cost per flight hour is similar to the T-6 Texan II propeller trainer, and many countries often use one aircraft for training and light attack missions. However, in September 2015, Textron Airland announced that they wouldn't adopt the Scorpion for the TX program because the Air Force wanted a high-performance aircraft. The Textron Airland Scorpion is a twin-seater aircraft that boasts a length of 45 feet, 6 inches, a wingspan of 47 feet, 10 inches, and a height of 13 feet, 4 inches. With a wing area of 175.3 square feet, the Scorpion is a well-balanced machine, ready to take on various tasks. Weighing in at 12,700 pounds when empty, the Scorpion demonstrates agility with a maximum takeoff weight of 22,000 pounds. Its 6,000 pounds fuel capacity, supported by two Honeywell TFE 731 turbofan engines, each providing 4,000 pounds of thrust, ensures the Scorpion is powerful and efficient. In terms of performance, the Scorpion can reach a maximum speed of 450 knots while maintaining a stall speed of 95 knots. The aircraft's impressive ferry range of 2,200 nautical miles with auxiliary fuel and a service ceiling of 45,000 feet position it as a capable and adaptable platform for various operational scenarios. Equipped for combat, the Scorpion features 6 hardpoints with a total capacity of 6,100 pounds, allowing for a versatile loadout. The internal bay can carry up to 3,000 pounds of armaments and other stores, accommodating a combination of rockets, infrared air-to-air and laser-guided missiles, precision and non-precision munitions, and even a gun pod. The Scorpion is not just a powerhouse, but also equipped with state-of-the-art avionics to enhance its operational capabilities. Its flight management system, terrain awareness and warning system, Class B, and dual inertial reference system ensure precise navigation and awareness, including a dual global positioning system / satellite-based augmentation system further enhances navigation capabilities. The aircraft's external video display supports various mission processors, EO/IR systems, and more, making it sensor-agnostic for different mission requirements. The Garmin synthetic vision technology and touchscreen control panels contribute to a modern and user-friendly cockpit environment. Additionally, the The Scorpion has weather radar controls, night vision compatibility, and digital in-flight sensor playback for forensic analysis, ensuring operational flexibility and adaptability. One notable feature is the Thales iMaster radar, which adds advanced radar capabilities to the Scorpion's arsenal. This radar system enhances situational awareness and provides critical information for mission success. The Textron Airland Scorpion is an upgrade to conventional light attack aircraft, but the Aero L-39NG competes with the Textron Airland Scorpion. The Aero L-39NG is a modern military trainer and light combat aircraft made by the Czech company Aero Vodachody. It's an upgraded version of the older Aero L-39 Albatros used during the Cold War. The Aero L-39NG program started on July 2014 when Aero Vodachody announced its launch. By April 2015, the company had partnered with Draken International and Williams International for the project. Williams International provides the FJ44-4M turbofan engine, while Draken is responsible for promoting and operating the aircraft in North America. The first test flight of the Aero L-39NG technology demonstrator took place on September 14, 2015. The type certification for the L-13-9CW was received on March 14, 2018. The prototype of the Aero L-39NG had its maiden flight on December 22, 2018. In September 2020, the Czech Defense Ministry certified the Aero L-39NG using international military standards. The Aero L-39NG project has two stages. Stage 1 involves upgrading existing L-39s with a new engine and optional modern avionics. Stage 2 is about building new aircraft with design improvements, like a wet wing that eliminates the original L-39's wingtip fuel tanks. Based on supranational military standards, the Czech Defense Ministry certified the Aero L-39NG in September 2020. The aircraft has attracted orders from civilian and military customers, including a specialized reconnaissance version. The L-39NG has gained significant attention, with Hungary ordering 4 reconnaissance versions to be specially developed and produced. With a sleek design and a length of 12.03 meters, the L-39NG boasts a 9.56-meter wingspan. The airfoil design incorporates NACA 64-012, contributing to the aircraft's aerodynamic efficiency. The jet has an empty weight of 3,100 kilograms, allowing for agility and maneuverability, while its maximum takeoff weight reaches 5,800 kilograms, indicating a robust build suitable for various mission requirements. Regarding speed, the L-39NG reaches a maximum speed of 900 kilometers per hour at a true airspeed of 6,000 meters. The jet's impressive range extends to 2,590 kilometers with internal fuel, providing the flexibility to cover extensive distances during reconnaissance missions. With its internal fuel capacity, the aircraft can endure missions lasting up to 4 hours and 30 minutes. With a service ceiling of 11,500 meters and a remarkable rate of climb of 23 meters per second, the L-39NG can operate effectively in diverse environments, including high-altitude regions. The armament capabilities of the L-39NG further enhance its role in surveillance and military operations. The aircraft has up to 1,200 kilograms of stores on 5 external hardpoints, carrying various payloads. Additionally, the jet can accommodate up to 570 kilograms of external fuel on 2 wet hardpoints, extending its operational range. Regarding weaponry, the L-39NG is armed with infrared-seeking air-to-air missiles, including KTM, providing air-to-air engagement capabilities. Including laser-guided air-to-ground bombs and rockets enhances its precision in ground attack missions. Free-fall air-to-ground bombs and unguided air-to-ground rockets further expand its versatility. The L-39NG also has an air-to-air or air-to-ground gun pod, supporting 12.7 to 12 millimeters of ammunition. This feature adds a layer of firepower for the aircraft in various combat scenarios. Avionics play a crucial role in the L-39NG's reconnaissance capabilities. The aircraft has a programmable jamming pod, enhancing its ability to disrupt enemy communication and radar systems. A targeting pod further aids in precision targeting, while a fly-yar turret enhances the aircraft's ability to detect and identify targets in various environmental conditions. One of the notable features of the reconnaissance version ordered by Hungary is the integration of a Wescom-supplied MX-15E electro-optical day and night sensor mounted beneath the fuselage. This sensor significantly enhances the aircraft's surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities, allowing it to operate effectively in daylight and nighttime conditions. But even with the stealth features of the L-39NG, the Scorpion still outshines it with its adeptness at using laser-guided munitions in addition to rockets and machine guns. The aircraft can strike particular targets with minimum collateral damage because of the remarkable accuracy of these precision-guided missiles. The addition of laser-guided weaponry increases the Scorpion's operational efficacy, particularly in situations requiring extremely accurate attacks. Because of its modular design and integration skills, the Scorpion can use and accept many types of weaponry without sacrificing its main airframe or avionics systems. This flexibility enables quick adaptation to particular mission requirements and operational goals. Because of its adaptable armament, the Scorpion is a compelling platform for armed forces seeking an affordable option to perform various operational duties. However, the Scorpion's integrated weaponry may change according to local laws, client preferences, and mission requirements. However, the aircraft's capacity to easily combine various armament systems demonstrates its versatility. It establishes a very adaptable platform for handling a broad range of contemporary military tasks. Thanks for watching. While you're still here, click the link on your screen to check out more videos. See you there.